Hello students, it's Mr. Forsthoefel, Superintendent. You know what? We're almost in the month of October, and we know what the end of that month means. That means Halloween, and it means trick-or-treating. So I thought it'd be a good idea if I read a Halloween-themed book. So I did a lot of research on this, and I thought, what would be a good book to read to students? And I thought, well, what if it was Halloween, but also had a school theme to it? So I think I found that book. So the book I'm going to read to you today is called Attack of the 50-Foot Teacher. Interesting. And it's written by Lisa Passen. So follow along. I'll make sure I show you the pictures, and I hope you enjoy the book. So here we go. Miss Irma Baum was the toughest teacher in town. She does look mean, doesn't she? Sit in your seats, children. No talking. Pass your homework assignments forward. Open your books to page 24 and read. Now, Miss Irma Baum never smiled. All the children were afraid of her, but Miss Irma Baum wasn't afraid of anyone or anything. It's kind of frightening, isn't she? It was Halloween, and it was a school day. The children were eager for school to be over. Everyone was excited about going trick-or-treating. Just before the bell rang for the end of school, Miss Baum wrote the day's homework assignment on the chalkboard. For tomorrow, read chapter 13 of your history books. Be prepared for a test. Answer questions 20 to 31 in your math workbooks, and learn the new words on your spelling sheet. Homework on Halloween, moaned the children as they left the room. Miss Baum is the cruelest teacher in the world. Doesn't sound like much fun. Miss Irma Baum stayed behind and checked a science test. Now, it was very late when she left. The road home was blocked off, so Miss Irma Baum took a detour. The unfamiliar path was dark, and it was deserted. In her rearview mirror, Miss Irma Baum saw something odd hovering in the sky. A bright, glowing spaceship quickly passed the car. It landed right in front of her. "Move this vehicle and move it right now," she shouted. Miss Irma Baum really wasn't afraid of anyone or anything. See it up there? There it is right there. You know what that is? The spaceship began to glow more brightly. It started spinning around at a fantastic speed and took off into the night. Miss Irma Baum stepped back. She felt kind of funny. Her stockings started to itch. She took off her glasses and rubbed her eyes. Miss Irma Baum put her glasses back on and looked down. Her car was the size of a toy. The trees were as small as azalea bushes. She had grown incredibly tall. Miss Irma Baum was now a 50-foot teacher. How big she is, and look how small her car is. As Miss Irma Baum walked toward town, the earth shook beneath her giant feet. Ruby Flint was the first to see her. Ruby dropped her bag of Halloween candy and ran to warn the others. Cars screeched to a halt. People looked out their windows and screamed. But the size of the car and the little dog, she is 50 feet tall. "Miss Baum is coming! Miss Baum is coming!" shouted Ruby. "Big deal," said Johnny OLeary. "We still have enough time to finish our homework." You don't understand," exclaimed Ruby. Miss Baum is a... "Look at Miss Baum," screamed Cheryl Shackmeyer. "Miss Baum is a 50-foot teacher." There are students down there. "Eek!" screamed the children. I told you we should have done our homework, declared Ruby. Miss Irma Birnbaum staggered toward them. Johnny OLeary, Miss Irma Birnbaum's voice echoed loudly through the dark sky, and grabbed poor Johnny. What are you doing out so late at night, Johnny? I'm sorry, Miss Birnbaum. I'm gonna go home right now and finish my homework. I promise. There she's got Johnny. Miss Irma Birnbaum turned toward the others. And the rest of you? Do your parents know you're wandering about at this unearthly hour? I'm taking you all to the principal. She scooped up the other children and put them in her purse. Her enormous legs stepped over houses and trees until she reached Main Street. Look, she's got children, her students, in her purse. Miss Irma Birnbaum rang the doorbell of Principal Renfield's home. The principal opened his front door. Yes, and he looked way, way up. Miss Birnbaum, what has become of you? The 50-foot teacher placed the children on Principal Renfield's front lawn. These children are out alone at night, and they haven't done their homework. Good grief, woman, exclaimed Principal Renfield. Who gives homework on Halloween? Don't you remember what it was like to be a child? Don't you remember the fun of wearing your costume and trick-or-treating and eating so much candy your stomach got sick? Let's see what happens. Halloween, thought Miss Irma Birnbaum. It was Halloween? Happy memories of her girlhood flashed through her mind. Costumes, candy, tricks and treats. Had it been that long ago? How could she have forgotten? The giant teacher stepped back. She felt funny. Her stocking started to itch again. Attention, Miss Irma Birnbaum shouted. Every child on every street stopped to listen. Your homework assignment for tonight is to have as much fun as you can. After all, it's Halloween, and Halloween comes only once a year. Is Miss Irma Birnbaum feeling okay? Johnny asked Principal Renfield. The principal just smiled. Miss Birnbaum took a flashlight out of her purse. You children go on trick-or-treating. I'll look after you to make sure you're safe. The children couldn't believe their good fortune, and the parents were pleased that the trick-or-treaters wouldn't have to wander about in the dark. All agreed it was the best Halloween they ever had. Just past midnight, Miss Irma Birnbaum fell asleep in front of the school. When she awoke the next morning, she had shrunk to her normal size. What an extraordinary experience I've had. When the children came to class, they were disappointed to see the same old Miss Irma Birnbaum they had always known, the one who never smiled. Sit in your seats, children. No talking. Miss Irma Birnbaum walked to the front of the class. She bent down and scratched her leg. Did everyone have a happy Halloween? She asked. Yes, the children shouted. So did I, Miss Irma Birnbaum said, and she smiled. Okay, well, I hope you liked the book. As we get closer to Halloween, we're going to be talking with you about how to make that the very best fun time, but a safe time as well. So have a good rest of the week. Hope everything goes well, and please know how very proud I am of you. Have a good day, everyone.